Hello everybody, welcome to Canadian Veteran Outdoors. It's going to be a new channel I'm putting together for family and friends, and hopefully get some subscribers along the way and enjoy my outdoor adventures. I'm nothing extreme, but I like to go winter camping, enjoy chainsaws, enjoy a lot of stuff that involves the outdoors. Why did I call it Canadian Veteran Outdoors? Well, I'm a Canadian, I'm a Canadian veteran, and I love the outdoors. So right now we're just trying to figure everything out, and with I don't know nothing about video recording, cameras really, but I do love the outdoors, and I do go on a lot of trips, send a lot of pictures to my family. I want to, send some videos, share a different side of things, talk to them, explain my thought process. Where does the channel go? I don't know. It goes on some adventures, goes some other stuff, talk about different stuff, but definitely gonna have some fun. Here we are, night 2. It's time for some dinner. Tonight on the menu is gonna be some potatoes and steak. One thing I love to do camping is cooking, so let's do this. Water, get these potatoes going. Should be good. Some salt, water. And I really don't know where these videos are gonna go. It's gonna be fun making them, talking for a purpose instead of talking to myself, I guess. I usually do these solo, so nobody really knows what I do out here. And we'll have a little adult beverage to start the evening off. Cover these guys up. Next, we're gonna cut some onion up here. Wherever I put it, you'll see that I always lose stuff, but that's okay. A lot of people like to barbecue steak or cook it over fire, and I like that too, but my favorite way to cook it is in a frying pan, slow cooked, with onions, garlic, salt and pepper, whatever there is. That's something that my dad used to do a lot. He used to go back to the camp and just, put it on an old wood stove and deer steak or whatever it was, beef, and slow cook it, and so good. And I think from that I've always enjoyed steak that way, especially out in the woods. These aren't tears, they're just onions I'm cooking here. Working off my cell phone. Alright, we're gonna add some onions here. And the way I like to do it, I just put them just over it. I imagine there's lots of cooks out there, don't do this, don't do that, but everybody's each their own. And I've done this a lot in the camping, and I'm cooking for me, so I like the way I like it, and onions are good. Alright, let's check on these potatoes. Oh yeah, they're done. So I shut them off. There, now let's look at, oh yeah, that looks good. Turn up the heat on these and let these go good. Probably almost time to have a little taste. Take a small piece here. Oh yeah, a little bit more and we're done. Alright, there it is. Steak, potatoes, and some onions. Salt and pepper on there. I'm going to enjoy this meal. Alright, talk to you later. My fire starting skills are level expert. Don't you worry. Good morning. It was a long night with lots of rain and wind. I think something heavy fell on the tent, but that's okay. I'm still here. See how the day goes. It's supposed to rain all day. So today, day 3 of camping. We're gonna do a little day hike on this trail. I can't even really pronounce it, but it's Okwacha Trail. It's a through hike trail. It's about 200 miles. We definitely won't be going there. We're either hitting the old military road or Dead Man Gap. Let's get on it. Last night, about 9 o'clock, I seen some through hikers start this trail, and I was curious why they're starting so late, but it's all right. Start whenever they want. And as you can see, it's the entrance coming up here. I would love to do a couple days on this trail, camping. And you can see people leave water through hikes. It's a thing. You know, these little stations or extra water or stuff for people in case they run out. There's the map of it. Lots of hills and valleys. So they say it's a lot like the Appalachian Trail, going up and down. Yeah, so we'll see what a couple miles gets us today. As you can see, the trail's not very wide, just a footpath. There's no horses or any other motorized vehicles, just walking 1 foot in front of the other for 200 miles. So when doing these trails, I get them marked by blue paint, you know, and you just kind of come to a corner, you're not sure which way to go, little creek crossing, and then bam, about 50 yards, 20 yards ahead, there's another blue crossing. But very easy to navigate in the daytime. So we got a decision to make here. So 8 miles is quite a ways away. So I'm going to do the old military road, a couple miles. I'm kind of out of shape. I have an office job in Louisiana summers. Keeps you indoors a lot, so kind of winded now. So I'm just taking it easy, enjoying the day. No sense of pushing it too hard. And maybe the beers didn't help last night. Take a break here, get a little warm, but it's nice to get out. When I left the military, I was kind of lost. You know, I love the military, 15 years, and I was the type of guy that enjoyed, you know, being the front lines, enjoyed the exercises, no matter if it was January in Wainwright or June in Wainwright or Suffield or the mountains. Whatever they wanted to send me, I was there. I enjoyed going overseas. I enjoyed everything but the military. One of the saddest days of my life was when I had to get out. Kind of in lost sense, you know, just working in the civilian world, and the civilian world's way different. It's not worse or bad, it's just different, and it's hard to navigate it sometimes because it's not the Army. And yeah. But doing this stuff is take it in, you know, even if I'm breathing hard here, not in the best shape as I was. I'm starting to get old now. I used to make fun of guys my age back in the Army, or that's considered ancient, and I feel ancient. But I gotta take it easy these days, and you know, make sure I take care of myself. I need to do a better job of that, of course, but you know, one day at a time. And you know, the more that I do camping or adventures, brings me back to that time and makes me feel good, and it's a good de-stressor. And you know, and message for anybody out there that's struggling or anything like that, mental health or post-military, you know, find something that you enjoy. Will you replace the career that you had in the military? No, but there's other options out there. There's other stuff that you can enjoy. Just remember that you did serve your time, and you did it so honorably, and now it's time to move on. Harder said than done, but time to move on. Well, it started raining, and you know, if anybody did any marching in the military on trails or rucksack, that's when you put your rain gear and you sweat even more. But in true fashion, as soon as I put my rain jacket on, it stopped raining. So, but let it rain. This ain't training unless it's raining. I know it's hard to see depth, but this is the first big obstacle in this little trail. Straight down and up, I think. But we'll go down, it doesn't seem too bad. Well, that's where I just left. It's not that bad. Leaves make it a little bit slippery. That's okay. Walk over here. There seems to be a park. I'm gonna rest my legs, and then I'm going to go and get some water in me, and then we'll go back. And then I plan on making a huge breakfast, lunch, whatever you want to call it. But you know, it's good to stretch the legs. It's always easy. Yeah, it might have been 2 miles and 2 miles back, but it feels good. Well, it's raining pretty hard. You can see the sheets of wind in the distance. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's raining hard. Well, we'll continue and get back. Well, that completes today's hike. About, I'd say about 5 to 6 trail miles total. I'm about 200 yards from my campsite. I'm gonna make a little lunch, get changed. All right, back at the campsite. Just went up to have a shower. Felt good after 4 days not showering, then the hike got pretty sweaty. Now it's time for making epic lunch. We're gonna start off with making some boiled eggs here. And then we're gonna make a bacon sandwich, and then we're gonna cook some beans. So it's gonna be a good lunch overall. While I was gone, I left the zipper up in my tent a little bit, and some water got into the floor of the tent. So I got the heater going in, the little jet boil heater going in there to dry that up. Nothing major, just a simple zipper up, no big deal. But yeah, I feel good after the hike. And now I'm hungry, refreshed, good to go. All right, the eggs are done, so now let those guys cool. I'm gonna cook some butcher block bacon. We're gonna add some baked beans, like I said, and then do some nice sandwiches with some boiled eggs, and have a couple left over for snacks. So we're gonna open some beans here. Got a Gerber. Oh man, it's smelling good here. Nothing better than multi-tool. Put those in here. Next thing we're gonna do, got a hot dog that we're gonna throw in there. Cook. Garbage. Turn the stove on. Get those simmering. Like I said last night, I enjoy cooking in the bush. You're always hungry. Everything tastes a lot better out in the woods anyways. And after a nice long hike like I did, it's gonna taste good. Yeah, just figuring out everything on these videos. You know, it's fun. We'll figure it out. I'm thinking about, I'm supposed to go home tomorrow, but a little bit rainy today and yesterday. I want to go fly the drone and practice that and get some good shots, and I may stay another 2 days. I don't have to be home for anything. My wife is gone visiting, so I have the house to myself. Add some pepper to all of this. Man, it smells good. And voila, we got a feast. We're gonna take a drive up this Tolima Scenic Drive, get some drone shots and some pictures. It's day 4, and it's gonna be a good day. Beautiful scenery here. we're gonna go try to fly the drone to that lake, check it out. Currently we're 1,600 meters away, elevation 79 meters. We're really going to test this thing today and see. We got 29 minutes of flight time left with 80% battery. So we'll see. We're almost at 2,000 meters. Flying at 42 kilometers an hour. Check back in a minute. Currently at 5,000 meters, 65% on the battery and 23 minutes of flight time. Looked like we're about a little over halfway to the lake. So I'm not sure we're gonna make it. It's a long ways out there. But we're gonna fly it to 20 minutes or 58%. We'll give it lots of battery to get back home.
Battery level is low. Aircraft will return to the home point in 10 seconds.
Well, that's it. We made it just to 7 kilometers, and now the aircraft's gonna automatically turn home, calculated the distance of the battery left, and stuff. So that's pretty good, though. 7 kilometers, a little over 7 kilometers it went. So that's pretty impressive for a drone. So it's about 500 meters away, and it's gonna come here and land here in a second.
Landing.
Boom, I got her back. I had to take over. The wind was blowing it to land on the Jeep. So, yeah. Only in the United States, which I love the patriotic of the citizens here. Just turned the radio on, and we got the national anthem playing at noon. That's awesome. You want to talk about remote? There's several houses back here that very remote. And I would love to live back here. Wow, what a scenic and off-grid type of experience that you would have. Found another little trail that we're gonna try here. It's not that far in there, but it's on that Onyx map. So we're going to take a look. Like I said, we're not gonna get into anything crazy. Probably won't even need to use 4x4 Need some loose gravel, that's fine, but take it easy. I do drink. Well, looks like I gotta turn around, back up. Don't have a chainsaw. That's okay. You go where the road takes you, and this road is saying turn around.
I don't need your rocking chair.
Earlier today, a Whistler Lake. So yeah, we're just gonna stop and have a little lunch here. A long day finished. Just got back here about 20 or 30 minutes ago. Good exploring today. Lots of trails. Time on. I'm getting tired. I was tired. Long day. Tonight, we got a big menu tonight. Gonna be good. I got some steak, and we're gonna make some Velveeta cheese. We're gonna mix that together with some chopped tomato stuff here, diced tomatoes, and then mix it all together. Here, let me show you. If you haven't seen the Coleman lantern, it's always been behind. I made a hook today, hang that up. One interesting thing about the Coleman lantern is it's dual fuel, white gas or regular unleaded from the pumps, which is kind of neat because Canada, you're looking at $30 some for a jug of white gas. So runs a lot cheaper, runs the same. I'm gonna do a test on it in one of the videos and show you. You know, this is gas in it now, it's running perfectly. And one thing that, you know, you're always camping is fuel sources for cooking. You know, you have 3 or 4 different things. It's hard to bring it all. If you can narrow it down to a couple fuel sources that are all the same, that'd be good. So the next thing I'm gonna be looking at is a Coleman stove, dual burner with gas or white gas, and that way, you know, don't want to retire the jet boil because it's great, but maybe on those more remote trips where I'm, you know, 4 or 5 days without anywhere close, you can take that versus propane. Because you're always carrying gas, quad in your vehicles, you always have lots of gas on you, and that takes 750 mils, I think. Don't quote me, but it lasts a long time. I got about 8 or 9 hours on the white gas burning the way it is in this burner, so that's good. You don't get that on the propane canister. You don't get that on a battery, right? And it's okay if you're running a generator to charge that stuff, but in minus 30, those batteries for those lights don't last a long time. And to carry AA's or D batteries are not good either. And to recharge every night, you have to fire that generator up. But, you know, for an evening, you can probably go 2 nights, night and a half on one tank of 750 mils. So just under $1, dollar even maybe, you can get a full tank of Coleman lantern for a night. That's pretty good. Now I got to do the math, but I think it's $30 for the white gas, and if you, that's Canadian Tire prices, and there's 3.78 liters, so you're looking at $9 a liter, right? And if it just takes under a liter for a canister, you do the math, that's pretty expensive. So it makes it not affordable for Coleman lanterns and stuff. All right, this is all good. We're gonna mix it now. Shut that off. Now we listen to the hockey game on the radio, 880 Chet. Now I guess it is switched from 630 Ched, which is really strange. I listen to a lot of 630 Ched. Now I'm just sitting here watching YouTube. Jay Legier, you know, his outdoor adventures, and just relaxing. And this is what the whole journey's about. It's about just doing what you want to do and feel like what you want to do. Zero stress, no plan. You know, getting away from that grind of life and taking a moment for yourself. And this is me right now, and enjoying it. If I want to sit in the Jeep and watch YouTube, I can. If I want to sit out by the fire, I will. If I want to go to bed in my tent, I will. And that's what it's good. And if you guys are, you know, watching this and want to get out there, and you don't need a lot of gear, you know, don't need a lot of stuff to go have fun. Just go do it. If it's a day trip, or if it's like overnight, or 7 days or so like I'm doing. Yeah, it's fun. Well, that's it, folks. We're all packed up. See, tent's gone, the shelter's gone, everything I own is in the Jeep for camping. I hope this video comes out good. We'll see after we edit it and stuff. Like I said before, it's my first time with all of this, so who knows where this will go.